This is our third panel session at the conference, and this one will be about women countering violent extremism and terrorism. This is an extremely important topic, especially in today's world, with this changing context in international security. As we know, this issue, the terrorism and violent extremism, this used to be only, let's say, male-related area. But as terrorist organizations start recruiting more and more women, we also need to start involving more and more women in fighting, combating this problem. So this is why this topic is on the agenda today. Today we will have three speakers who will present speeches on this topic, and these three speakers are General Manoushaki Shehu, who is the first female general of the Albanian Armed Forces and also soon to be the next general of the Albanian Army after she was proposed for this position by the Defense Minister Mimi Kodeli. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The second speaker is Vesna Poposka from the International University, Vision University, I apologize, who is a PhD student of International Relations and Security at the Macedonian Military Academy. She also holds a bachelor and a master's degree in law from the Faculty of Law in Skopje. And she is also the Secretary General at the International Vision University since it was established last year as the first university in Europe which provides education not only in English and Macedonian but also in the Turkish language. Our third speaker is Ivana Markulic, who is the Network Coordination and Vice President of Young Women Peace Network. She's pursuing a master's degree in political science with concentration on European integration from 2014 until now, till present. Her current occupation is she's currently working as a project coordinator on the project I Have a Right to Know about the EU, a project which is supported by the Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany in Belgrade, and she will deliver a speech on feminists in a world of nationalism and extremism. So, General Manoushaki, I would ask you kindly to start.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for your invitation. And second, I tell you who I am. I'm Brigadier General Manoushaki Shehu from Albania. I'm commander of ARW. I served for about 30 years in military armed forces in Albania, and I separate with you 3 times very important for me. The first, in 2005, I finished college for defense and security. And second time, in 2007, for one period of time, I have been in Iraq. And third time, very important, is for 5 years I served in Presidency of Albania in 2 jobs. First job, assistance for military and integration in NATO, and second, advisor for military. During my career, I worked with many women, military and civilians, and last job I was director for military cooperation and coordination, and during 4 years I have been in many conferences for gender perspective and implementation resolution 1325. I prepare one short brief, but this brief is Armed Forces in Albania. Next, please. Definition: cooperation and coordination between women and men, girls and boys is necessary in nowadays for gender perspective in military missions. The history in my country. I stop in the last history. Ministry of Defense in my country today was one woman, Mimi Kodeli, she helped every time women in military, women civil and military for everything. She for first time have been in, she have a long career in politics, but in this time she is Minister of Defense in Albanian forces. In 1967, for first time in Albania, in military academy, opened a school for women and have 72 female students, specialists in infantry, logistics, communication and finance. These students have not have the better condition, not have the better experience, but they are the strong daughters and they are they have one principle. Female in Albania are saying the men. During the period, I'm sorry for my English, period, women who finished their studies in infantry military most were set free in organized schools for instruction or civilian reserve personnel. Today in my country have 14% women in military, include officers, NCO and soldiers. Many women have been appointed to positions as finance, medical service, administration, education institution, and less in infantry units. Female participation in different exercises. Female participation in various activities. Basic laws for integration. Law the powers and authorities of control and strategic management. Law military strategy. The law the status of serviceman in armed forces. Law the rank and military career in the armed forces. The law military service in armed forces. The law military discipline. Law the medals for personnel in armed forces. The number of female in armed forces is 40% and men are 86%. Ranks in military armed forces in Albania. General 1, Colonel 4, Lieutenant Colonel 47, Major 34, others 264, NCOs 358, privates 250 and civilian 350. Personnel management system provides equal career opportunities for the officers. Evaluation of performance based of laws and manuals armed forces. Equal opportunities for promotion and career in the armed forces are same. Equal participation in courses and training at home and abroad. Women have participated in war throughout the history. There should be only one standard for men and women. Those women who can reach the standards should be allowed to be appointed to operation units. Today's technology safe and requires no physical force. Women are known for excellent communication skills. Women should be appointed to operation units. To have full rights and a citizen must accept as citizens, including participation in aspects for national security. The next task of leadership and strategic management in military for making cohesions in maintaining police in operational units women. Challenges in armed forces. Situation in armed forces to gender perspective today are very same in many countries of NATO. In 2014, we had one exercise at Daniel Iron 14 And many women in my country have participated in this exercise. Integration in NATO. Resolution 1325 of the UN Women, Peace and Security adopted on 30 October 2000. Women's participation in peace process, their involvement in peace operation and protection of women in such operation. NATO is more than a simple military force. It is necessary to win hearts and minds and cannot increase confidence in NATO without the contribution of women. Integration in NATO. In my country, for the first time, 2006, many women have been in peacekeeping operation in Iraq. And after that, many women have been in Afghanistan, and now they serve again in Afghanistan, Kosovo, Bosnia-Herzegovina, and have many participants and NATO. Adopted a new law by the Albanian Parliament on the employment of women at 30% in public administration. I have one short question. What is one woman? If you have one, respond.
It is the whole world.
Perfect. Others? Next, please, slide. Okay, I have short responded. One woman is a mother of nation. But I have short message. Don't stop violence for women and children. Now in many countries armed conflict, they have different chains, and the women have both, and they are teachers, they are in policy, and they are in military, and have many different before 10 years. Last job, my job was director of civilian military, and many duties are very difficult and to secure, and for refugee, and for example to cooperation with the civilian, and to coordination for many problems. But in armed conflicts have more problems for food, for support, for medical, for support logistics, and many women have been, and they support these peoples. Why apply gender perspective? All the UN and other organizations, because human rights and UN resolution, we need in every conflict and crisis, or differently need women and men, girls and boys, will reflect it in our job. Thank you very much.
General, thank you very much. You have really an impressive experience, and you've provided us with a very deep insight into the state of the Albanian military. If anybody would ask to pose a question, now is the time.
Next turn. I hope my question is not because I didn't listen enough, but I saw you had platoons of women candidates only, women soldiers only. Do you also have mixed platoons? Question mark?
Can you repeat, please, because the first part I listened and second part I don't listen.
Are there Are there also mixed units in your armed forces?
Okay. I live in two regimes, communist regime and democracy. These pictures have only women or daughters or students, but in this time have many women and have many law branch, for example, finance, infantry. I finished logistics, and for 20 years I work in logistics in many duties. And the class was only female, no men. For example, logistics have female for logistics. Finance have a female for finance. And in these pictures, if you ask for this, I'm right?